Day 112. Day 112. I feel like I need to be better in frame, but my hair will just be out. Yeah, Ethan's hair is really long. I think I mentioned this 2 days ago, which is very funny because right now I've been seeing him in such short hair. Seeing him with such long hair is very funny and jarring, and Mark's hair is, very much added quite a bit in length. Yeah, I made a doctor's appointment to check out my sinuses and stuff because, but oh my god, my left eye just stopped working earlier. And you're like, yeah, it was like almost a backwards capital D shape, and all like where the edges of like this, and then like this shape in my vision, and the lines were like blue and like red kinda and white, and they were like staticky, almost like a TV. I wish I had a better example, but almost like a TV, which caused me, because flashing lights, or quick lights, bright lights, caused me to get a headache. So even when my eyes were closed, it was still kind of there. So I closed my left eye and I called an eye doctor. He didn't get back to me, so that's fun. So maybe he'll do it tomorrow, but kind of wanted to know because I'm like, is this my eye or is this pressure from my sinuses? I think it's pressure from sinuses because it went away a little bit later after like 20 minutes. But I had an hour and a half of one of the worst headaches of my life. And I took like 4 Motrins, and I'm just like, dude, it needs to stop. My teeth hurt. There's so much pressure. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, that headache was like an 8 or 9. Like it was so bad, tears just rolling down my face every time I tried to speak. And but yeah, luckily the eye thing went away because I was really worried because I was looking at my mom in the face and I could only see half of her face. Just half of it was so blurry. Her eye blurred out. I could kind of see the red of her glasses, but I couldn't see her eyeball. Like, sincerely could not see it because in between, like, the lines were the white and red and blue, but then in between it was just like staticky fuzziness, like generic, like the visual snow static, like the classic static TV, like static black and white. Oh, and I was trying to look at my phone, I couldn't read because it was so bad, like half my phone, and trying to focus on things with it, it was so bad. I want to get Heelys, sorry, I want to get Heelys, but I can't, because they're not the ones that I want are in stock, and I'm just like, But I emailed my doctor about my sinuses, and they replied back with Mr. So that was a very fun thing because I'm like, ooh, usually or previously they didn't do that. So I guess they, I guess they did. I guess I did that. So that was really, that was really nice. Yeah, with testosterone, I'm really worried about regretting getting on it. But I don't know. Would I regret it? My big thing is not being able to come back. Like, come back from it. You can't. I mean, a lot of things do go back. Like, some things that might not be able to. People say, like, their hair thins a little bit, but I have such thick hair that I don't think that will matter. People say that their voice won't get high or again. I don't think that would be a problem if my voice sounds okay when it lowers a little bit. My biggest fear is I'm gonna get facial hair, body hair, mainly facial hair, because what I do now is I don't shave my legs or armpits or anything because I don't like it. Even before I transitioned, I didn't like shaving. So I'm scared I'm gonna get facial hair and just be like, but I don't want to. And then what if beards get out of fashion? And what if I really don't like having a beard? What if I don't like having hair there? What if it feels like too much? I might bring that up to my doctor before doing it. They're definitely not the first people to do this, by the way. Ethan and Mark, Ethan and Mark, they keep saying it, but they're not. I can guarantee you they're not. Like, guarantee you they're not. I also broke my chair, my armchair that I sit on daily. I broke it, and by I broke it, it broke. I didn't do anything to it. It just is completely tilted now, and I'm like, I don't have the money or the energy to try to fix it. Oh yeah, so anyways, I felt awful. I had such a bad headache, 4 motions later. I'm so so finally I started feeling better. My sibling made food and I ate half of the food she made for like the whole family. And I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. I'm so hungry. So I ate it like all. And I had cheeky ice cream. And then a little bit, an extra scoop or so later, more, because I'm like, listen, I really need this, so I decided to do that, and then I just passed out, like, on my chair, but now my chair doesn't close, because it's too tilted to the side that it can't close, so, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, because it's like a recliner. But I guess all you can do is recline now. You can't get back up. So I'm like, oh, that's annoying. So, yeah. Good news though, my aunt and my family over there and stuff, they got their second vaccine, and my mom has a vaccine appointment coming up in like a few days, so that's really nice. Yeah, and then I don't know, so that was nice. That's nice. I hope I get a vaccine soon. so I can feel better about going to all my doctors. I know the front desk people and most of the nurses and doctors at my place has it. I don't know about my primary and for my sinuses and stuff, they have it. So far all my trans stuff has been virtual, so that's fine. But I think to check out my nose, I think I want to have to be there in person. Which to get an x-ray, I need to take out all my piercings, which is very funny to me because I'm just like, yeah, how to do that. And I don't look different, but I don't have these guys right now. You can tell I'm really thirsty because this is so big for my lip. I'm so dehydrated. I drink so much water after I woke up for my little nap. But yeah, so anyway, so I hope I can get the vaccine soon so I can feel safer going places and stuff. But I don't know, man. Yeah, so anyways, with when I was at my doctor, there was a sheriff there, and I took photos and sent a joke, and then I was like, oh, I just did take a photo of someone. I'm like, that's all weird. I don't do that, but people, somebody made a joke one time. My coworker was like, I'm going to the beach and going to take pictures of hot guys. I'm like, no, don't do that. That's creepy. Don't take photos of people you don't know. You know? So anyways. So, so I took, so I saw, the sheriff, the police officer, and, he was at the front desk, and he was leaning up on it, and I know they have, the plastic, sheet there, but I'm like, dude, just back up, your mask is hanging off your nose to, right here, just back off, just give them room. But anyways, so what happened was, he was there, and he was like, yeah, and I didn't hear him or pay attention to the beginning of his story, but he goes, yeah, people at my office had 102 fevers, and I was like, boy, I'm gonna spray you with some freaking Lysol. What the hell are you talking about? So anyway, so I was like, dude, you better back off, until I realized he was talking about after the second vaccine dose. Some people got it, but then all of the front desk and nurses were like, nothing for us like that. So I don't know why, but I mean, I'm not going to say he's a liar. You can. I don't care enough. But it was with that though, I'm just like, please always state what you mean by it, because do not come at the story being like, and people had 102 fevers, because I'm like, why are you here? Why are you in this office? So that's why, even if they have vaccines, I always make sure I change my clothes when I get home and wash my hands and wash everything off, blah blah. Because if he touched something that had COVID on it, and then he touches things, blah blah, even so he's not having COVID doesn't mean he can do whatever the hell he wants. Even if he is vaccinated, but yeah, that's ridiculous. So I hope to get vaccinated, and in a weird way that even though I was so angry at my aunt, everything about the whole thing about Thanksgiving, and watch a previous video about it, and I was so angry that she had, like, her family made me and my family concerned, and maybe had to get tested and everything. Luckily we didn't have to, but we were locked down until they knew, blah blah. And I was so angry, and the fact that she's now like, oh, you should get your vaccine. I'm like, we're on the list. She goes, no, there's clinics that give like leftover vaccines and ones that they would have to destroy and blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, well, I went through the official state list. I don't, like, I can try to do those, but I'm like, I'm on the official state list. What am I supposed to do? So, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, my great aunt and somebody else I knew, had so bad of sinus infections that they actually had to get surgery for it. And I'm like, I swear to God, I better not need to do that. I'm gonna be so bothered by it. I'm just gonna be bothered. I don't know how else to say it. I'm just gonna be bothered. But honestly, I'll do literally anything as much, like, I know some people are like, oh, my sinuses don't drain, so I have like holes drilled into like part of my, like, roof of my mouth to my sinuses. And I'm like, honestly, do it. I am so done of being in pain. But yeah, so the fact that my aunt is telling us to sign up for these other things and blah blah, and I don't know, I would have to look into them more. They're like ethical kind of thing of like, am I going to take, like, am I jumping in line, or am I actually getting something that would maybe get destroyed? Like, what is it actually? But the fact that she thinks that we aren't taking it seriously, like, boy, I've seen a grand total of 1.5 doctor's offices, and way at the beginning a thrift store. That is it. I haven't done or seen anything else, anyone else. I'm taking this extremely